the word with OU, like nous, nous, le jour, le jour, le couple, la mouche, pour, l'ébout, l'ébout. Je mouline toujours la soupe pour nous. The word that contain OIN. For example, moi, à point, loin, à soin, à juin, du foin, le coin, adjoint, moindre, joindre. L'adjoint est dans la croix loin de la botte de foin. L'adjoint est dans la croix loin de la botte de foin. The word that consists of OI. For example, le roi. In this case, there is no nasal pronunciation only. If there is an N in the previous slide we have seen, that is moi, à point, loin, à soin, à joint, du foin, le coin, adjoint, moindre, joindre. But in this case, it will be le roi, moi, toi, soi, la soie, le voix, la voix, le joie, la boîte, droit, droite. Le roi est maladroite. Le roi est maladroite. The word that consists of EAU. EAU. For example, le, o, le, be, beaucoup, beaucoup, bourreau, bourreau, le chapeau, le chapeau, le gâteau, le gâteau, le bateau, le bateau. Almost the same pronunciation with AU and AUX, like auto, mauvais, auto, mauvais, chaud, cauchemar, cauchemar, des chevaux, chevaux. Je mets mon beau chapeau sur le bateau qui flotte sur l'eau et qui part au Portugal où il fait chaud. Then the word with EU and EUX is the same almost AU, AUX. Like peu, little, peu, peu. Le bleu, le feu, mio, de, le vieux, la couleur, le jaune, la bord, neuf, le voleur, la porc, l'or, la flore, ma jeune sœur qui pleure vaut à neuf avec peu de beurre à 9 heures. CH is pronounced like sh. For example, la chambre, caché, cache-cache, dimanche, le champion, le champion, le chômage, le chômage, choisir, choisir, cher, cher, le chiffre, le chiffre, le chiffre. Then I double L. It's like generally it's pronounced like E, E, E. For example, travailler, travailler. La fille, la fille. Une famille, une famille. Un coquillage, un coquillage. Un papillon, un papillon. Briller, briller. La grille, la grille. Le maquillage, le maquillage, le maquillage. Then the word that consists of GN. The word with GN. GN generally pronounced like in, in. For example, la montagne, la montagne, la montagne. Then the word lo rossignol, lo rossignol, lo rossignol. Then lo champignon, lo champignon, lo champignon. Mignon, mignon. L'agneau, l'agneau. Le pain, le pain. La baignoire, la baignoire, la baignoire. La poignée, la poignée, la poignée. La signature, la signature, la signature. Le magnifique rossignol, le magnifique rossignol et son compagnon, le mignon agneau, chantent dans la montagne autour de champignons, champignons. ONE contracted, the word that consists of ONE contracted, like la sœur, l'œuf, l'œuf, le corps, un œil, ouvre, ouvre, ouvre. Ma sœur vaut un œuf, ma sœur vaut un œuf. Then the word consists of axograph and axograph and axoego, axograph and axoego. For example, le bébé, l'été, l'été, le café, l'épaule, la poésie, crée, le frère, le père, la mère, très, la crème. Then the C with cedil, generally pronounced like S, like sound. For example, the word la leçon, le reçu, le français, le garçon, la façade, ça va. Then the word that consists of ER, EZ, ES and ET. This all four ER, EZ, ES, ET they pronounced like A. For example, le cahier, le papier, parler, marcher, vous avez, vous avez, vous allez, vous allez. Et, tu es, tu es. Dernier, dernier. Les, des, chez, très, très, très. Now, S versus S in between vowel. S, if the S remain in between vowel, it becomes Z pronunciation. So S has got like S pronounced, common pronunciation S or double S. But if the S remain in between two vowel, in that case the S becomes Z. For example, first we talk about the word that consists only S and double SS. So l'audace, souffrir, souvent, essayer, absolument, absent, sac, passer, super, le poisson, mascula, Now I am talking about the word that's S in between two vowel. You can see here, lo magaza, not lo magasa, lo magaza, la meizo, pose, lo voisa, la cuisine, visiter, artisanal, nasal, l'usine, le poison, not poisson, poison, le musée. Now another contraction, like another comparison, C versus C before I and E. C always pronounced like K, like ko, but C become the pronunciation S if it is before I and E. In the case only before I and E, it become pronunciation like S. For example, now we talk about the word only C before any kind of vowel or consonant, whatever it is, except I and E. For example, this C just before O. This is not before I and E. So the pronunciation of this will be contre, câble, Canada, critiquer, le café, comme, la classe, calculer, comprendre. But here you see the word le centre. C become like S pronunciation. Why? Because the C just before E. So the C, if it is just before E and I, it become like S pronunciation. For example, le centre, la cible, not quible, it will be la cible. Le cinéma, la circulation, commerce. See here there are two C, one is like K and one is like S. Commerce. Le ciel, certa, la ceinture, le centimètre, Here, so here the comparison like C, if it is before I and E, it become like S pronunciation. Next, G. In French, this is also applicable in English for the C and G case. Like G is generally pronunciation is like G, G. In Bangla that is Go, G, G, G. But in the case if the G is just before INE, it became pronunciation like J. For example, now I talk about the word G, only G before the any other consonant or vowel except INE. For example, la gom, la gom, ah gumo, ah gumo, la glace, grand, grand, lo magaza, gris, gris, le bagage, le frigo, la grippe, la grippe. Now the word, this time G is just in before I or E. At that time G changed its pronunciation to J. For example, garage. See the first G before A, that's why it's a go, go, but go. Like the second G, it is just before E, it will be J. Like bagage, bagage. Génial. Sorry, général, général. Age. This G is just before E, that's why J. Age, not ag. Age. Le fromage, le fromage. Dommage, dommage. Gigantesque. See, gigantesque. One G is like J, the next G is like go, because this G has got I or E in before G, but the second G there is a, so it will be gigantesque, génial, magique, logique, paysage, paysage, paysage. Now we will be talking about the words that comes from nose. You need the help of your nose. Nasal. The word nasal. Nasal. There are 4 type of word of nasal word in the south of the France, but in the north and other area of the France there are 3 type of nasal word. But we learn 4 category of nasal word. Like for this one, we have make one small statement like un, bon, va, blanc. That means a means one, bo means good, va means wine, and blanc means white. Means a good white wine. A good white wine. A good white wine. Un bon vin blanc. Un bon vin blanc. For this one, we invite you to watch one video of a lady. Let's go.
Vous expliquer comment on forme ces sons et également comment on les écrit. Pour le 1, vous avez la bouche vers l'avant et tout est contracté. 1, 2, 3, 1. Pour le on, la bouche est ronde. On, un bon vin blanc. Pour le 1, 2, 20, c'est le sourire. 20, un bon vin. Et pour le en, alors là, tout tombe et descend. Un bon vin blanc. Vous expliquer comment on forme ces sons et également.
So here in this list, in this table, we have some words that match with the un, bon, vin, blanc. Un, the word that is similar to un, we'll be saying like lundi, lundi, comma, comma, un, brr, brr, jungle, jungle, chacun, chacun, aucun, aucun, kaja, kaja, parfois, parfois, humble, humble. You can see here parfois, so un and um is the same pronunciation. Parfois, humble. Then the word that related to the bon, the words are son, ton, vont, allons, pont, mon, don, long, fond, rond. The words that related that very close to the word pronunciation va, va. In is always like va, va. So sy also is pronunciation like sa. Okay, so we continue the word sa, santes, sa, santes, sa, santes, va, alla, va, alla, pa, ma, da, la, fa, ra, synthétique, sympathique, olympique, symphonie, santour, pantour, éteindre. Here you can see EIN, SY, YM, Y, EIN. It's all AIM, L, IN, AIM, AIN, AIN, IN, SY is the same pronunciation. So again the word list is sa, santes, va, alla, pa, ma, da, la, fa, ra, synthétique, sympathique, olympique, symphonie, santour, pantour, éteindre. The last word like blanc, blanc, that we keep our like nasal a bit lower, like the words son, son, ton, vent, allons, pont, mentir, don, long, fond, rond, France, ambulance, tempête, lentement, cent, 30, ensemble. Here you can also see AN, AON, EN, UM, EM, EN, the same pronunciation like blanc, blanc, blanc. Again the word is cent, temps, vent, allons, pont, mentir, don, long, fond, rond, France, ambulance, tempête, lentement, cent, 30, ensemble. The continuation of the va, there are some example also we have in the next slide. Va, that you can see here in the red blue color, continued. So we see the next word like incroyable, incroyable, le train, le train, le copain, le copain, demain, demain, ainsi, ainsi, impossible, impossible, timbre, timbre, important, important, imbécile, imbécile,